Hola.
Hello there. This is story time with friends too. So, last time, Shauna said hers.
My tragic worst vacation ever.
Yep. And now my worst vacation ever. So, actually, this was last month. July 19th of 2015 through the July 23rd, 2015. I went up north over by Randall with my dad and my 2 half-siblings. The one I get along with great. He's a year younger than me. His name is Zach. The other one is like 9 years old and is my little sister, well, half-sister. And I hate her. And so does my brother. And her name is Cassie. And this is where you learn why. So, me and my dad already don't get along, but on the few occasions that he tries to be in my life, keyword tries, it doesn't work out. Usually it doesn't. Yeah, he really does not do much. But yeah, he's basically been in and out of my life for all of my life. Yeah. Alright, back to my story. So, we went up to Randall, Minnesota, in bumfuck Egypt, where you have a bar to no bars, unless you are in town.
Snooze fest.
Yes. And so, I'm just sitting there, I'm like, chilling out, and we're going through town. I'm like, yeah, I got some bars. I get bars out here. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And then we get there, and I'm like, looking at my phone, and I has no bars. Are you aware that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days of no bars? So then, you're a dick. And so then, I'm like, alright, well, maybe I can walk somewhere, find bars. So, I dipped out on those. Well, I brought my brother. No, I didn't. Okay, so, we get there to the trailer. He has a trailer. A trailer to fit 3 kids and himself.
Wow. I'm sorry. I'm so spamming you.
It's all good. I enjoy the spam.
See, I'm making
But-
yours interesting. Mine was just
But yeah. So, I was just sitting there. I was like, okay. I'm walking down these wooded paths that I have no idea where they fucking lead. And I'm like, okay, well, if I get lost, I get lost. Oh well. Zach will come find me. Maybe. Otherwise, I'm gonna get eaten by a coyote. Yeah, I don't know which one I'd like better. So, 2 miles into the forest. I shit you not. In. Not out, but in. I had to go in the forest.
See, you missed it. When I did the bam, that's when you were supposed to say it.
Say what? Bam?
No, when I put bam, you're supposed to say, and that's when.
But yeah, so I had to walk 2 miles into the forest just to get bars. You wanna know how many bars I get? 1 to 2. And I had to sacrifice my feet's life from mosquitoes dressed in a shark suit while I'm wearing flip-flops. Standing, just sitting there in one spot, unmeet me. I'm like, oh yay, maybe I can find somebody come hang out with me to save me. No. People hate me. So, then I'm like, okay, so my phone has like no use out here. But I was able to call her for a short amount of time and text her for a
Until
little bit.
service stole you away from me.
Until I lost my service again. And so every day I would walk, bike, go-kart to that spot, and I'd just text people. Like, I was texting my friend Nick. I was texting Shauna. I texted my ex a little bit. Don't ask why. That's another story.
Oh.
When you're out in the woods, you're desperate. I'll put it that way. And so, yeah, it was lonesome. I think I really only talked to you, though.
No, you talked to Nick.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
You said you'd message me, and you messaged me like once, and then you called me once. I'm like, I'm taking care of the fox, and you said you'd message me, and I'm getting nothing.
I did message you like 7 times.
7.
I was out there for
like a week.
A week, yeah. I said, hey, how's Pyro every day. I remember that.
You messaged me for him.
You were taking care of my fox.
I'm joking.
But yeah, so basically the only person I really talked to was Nick out there. And which was really surprising because he wouldn't talk to me when I was in where I live. I'll put it that way.
Where? Like
the Twin City area. And where you have bars everywhere you go in the Twin City area. Very nice. He would text me like an hour to 30 minutes away, like each text message. When I was up there, it was like, oh, I'll text her right back. And it was like, okay, you know, I'm getting eaten the fuck alive. I don't really care if you text me or not. I'm going to be here for a little while. Then, on, I think, Wednesday? I believe it was Wednesday. Or was it Tuesday? No, it was Tuesday. My little sister decides, oh, I have friends I can go chill with. I don't need to bug my siblings anymore. And I was like, thank fucking God. She had a broken arm. And the only reason why me and my brother Zach couldn't go swimming was because she couldn't go swimming. It almost got to the point where...
That's like the only fun thing to do out there.
It got to the point where... It almost got to the point where she couldn't drive the go-kart, so we couldn't drive the go-kart. She broke the go-kart the first day because my dad's like, oh, fine, if you want to drive it with one hand, you can. And, well, she broke it the first fucking day. I was so mad. That was literally the only thing that got me to point A to point B without the bugs eating me. So I could text. But that's okay. Because when my little sister brought her friends over, I was like, oh, what the heck? I'll walk up to their place with them. So I ditched her. I kind of like threw in a hole, but oh well. I kind of literally mean that, but still. She's a bitch. So, I walk up with her like 2 so-called friends. They're like, one was 12 and one's like 16 or something like that. And they're from Utah, and they're up visiting their mother for the summer. And they're both boys. I don't remember their names, but they're really cool.
I have to go blow my nose.
And so, I decide, I'm like, okay. And lo and behold, they literally lived right up the hill. Right up the hill. And I got bars there. Do you have any idea how many times I walked past there and didn't get bars? I was so mad. And then, so basically it got to the point where I just like walk up there and just kind of meditate, sit on the side of the road, chill out, text, enjoy the bugs eating my skin. You know, I didn't really care. I got used to it. I'm not a buggy person. I don't mind trees. I love trees. Not a buggy person. So, it is time to leave. So it is Thursday. On Thursdays got interesting. So, me and my brother, we did everything we were supposed to do. We were supposed to clean, blah, blah, blah. We cleaned it all up. Blah-de-blah. All of a sudden, my little sister's like, I want to bring the laptop. And my dad's like, you're not bringing the laptop. And she's like, I want to bring the laptop. Talk about one spoiled, rotten little bitch. And he's like, if you don't put the laptop back in the freaking house right now, I'm going to smash it into a billion pieces. She didn't put the laptop back. Let's just say he ran over the laptop and ripped the laptop into 2 pieces, then into 4 pieces. That poor laptop.
The laptop went bye-bye.
So then, the story even gets more interesting. So Dad's all pissy on the way home. Me and Zach are rocking out to my music on my headphones. So we're just like with one ear and ear because he wasn't playing music. And so we're rocking out to Nickelback. We're like, yeah, oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
So is that the part with the pizza rolls?
Oh no, I forgot to do the pizza rolls. Shit.
You can
All
say
right.
before that.
Rewind. So, like, in the 3rd day, we went to town, and I bought myself pizza rolls, okay? I have a job. I have money. Zach doesn't have a job, but he had money. Little sister doesn't have a job, but has money. But she spent her money. She had like $6. And so, I was like, hey, I'm gonna get pizza rolls, get some Monster. I got a 4-pack of Monster and a bag of pizza rolls. And I'm like, yeah, food. Hells yeah, food. And so, I shared them with my little brother. I gave him 2 Monsters, and I gave him a plate full of pizza rolls, and I gave myself a plate full of pizza rolls. And she's all like, where's my pizza rolls? And I'm like, bitch, I don't have to share with you. When you get a job, you can pay for your own pizza rolls, and you can choose who to share, or who you want to share with. And my dad's like, well, that's not fair. If you give Zach pizza rolls, you should give her pizza rolls. And I was like, no, I don't have to. I bought and paid for them. It's my money that I got. It's my money that I got from my job. I bought the pizza rolls with my money that I got from my job, and I get to choose who I want to share them with.
Was that also
right?
with the chip thing?
Yeah.
Where she ate the chip, licked her fingers, and puts it in the window?
Oh, God, that was so gross. Okay, so back to the day we were going back. We're listening to music and all that, yada, blah, blah. And all of a sudden, my dad stops at the store. He picks up some munchies, like 2 bags of chips and a couple of drinks for us. And he's like, shut up and be happy. And I was like, whatever, I don't care. Me and Zach, we were just ignoring him at this time because he was in a pissy mood. Cassie was just pissing him off even more. And me and Zach were like, yeah, fuck this. And so, what does she do? She's sitting there with both of her fingers in the chip bag, going like this. Spitting on her fingers and then going for more chips. And then found out the oil on the chips mixed with her saliva, she's able to draw on the windows. She's able to draw on the windows. So she's drawing with chip oil and saliva on the windows. And then she got bored of doing that. And so I opened up the other bag of chips and she's like, I want those chips. And I was like, they're the same fucking kind of chips. The only difference...
They don't have your saliva.
Okay, seriously? He bought 2 types of chips. One was Lay's, regular Lay's potato chips. The others were Lay's Wavy. Do you understand? Like, really? And so basically, I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll open the wavy ones. I don't care. They're the same thing. And she's like, I want those kind. And my little brother's like, dude, they're the same kind of fucking chip. And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, no, they're not. And I was like, okay, fine. Here's one. And she's like, oh, they are. And I was like, yeah, they are. And she's like, but those are wavy. I want those. And I was like, no, you already infested that bag with saliva. That is your bag. You can shove it up your goddamn ass if you like.
Their language as children, fantastic.
She's a 9-year-old child who knows every fucking swear word there is to no end. And she's like, I don't have to fucking shove it up my ass if I don't want to. I'm like, me and my little brother, we're just like, oh my god. And I'm just sitting there like, I'm just gonna ignore her. And then she's like, Zach, Lauren, look. And she wouldn't stop annoying us. And we're just sitting there, ignoring her as best as we can. And as soon as my dad stopped for another reason, what did we do? We punched her. Actually, I paid him about $2 to punch her really hard. I paid my little brother to punch her very hard. Because my dad said if I punched her, he would press charges on me. So I'm like, okay, my brother's 17. Okay. Here's $2, punch her. And so he did. And he also kicked her in the face. I didn't ask him to do that part, but he did it anyways. I was happy.
I was happy.
And so basically, we're just chilling out, relaxing in the car, zoning her out. And what does she do? She gets bored because no one's paying attention to her. The music's not playing because my dad wasn't playing music. So the only music that's going on is the music in between me and Zach's ears. And so we're sitting there and we're just kind of chilling out. We're playing Pokemon on our DSs like nerds. And so, and we're just kind of, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And so then he's like, does anyone need to go pee? And we're all like, no. So, we didn't have to stop to go pee. And then she's all of a sudden like, right past the restroom, she's like, I need to go pee now! And just screams it. Right when we pass the exit to go to the restroom. And my dad's like, well, you said you didn't have to go pee. So you can either pull over and go piss on the side of the road, or you can hold it. And I was like, just sitting there like, well, that sucks for her. I don't gotta go pee. And so basically then because she faked having to go pee. And so then because it's a 3-hour drive. So then we're like into our second hour and she's bored off her ass because no one's paying attention to her. And she decides to pull her seatbelt till it locks. And it tightens all the way, so she's stuck like this, like unable to move. And she starts making a whining hissy fit because she locked herself up in the seatbelt. And my dad's like, what's your problem? And she's like, Zach locked me up in the seatbelt. And my dad straight up flipped the fuck out on my little brother. He's like, are you fucking retarded? Why would you ever do that to someone? You could fucking kill them, blah, 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 blah. Are you fucking retarded? Blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna fucking beat your ass if you ever do that again. And, like, freaking literally tells her, or just, like, screams at her to fucking unbuckle and rebuckle like a fucking dumbass. And so I'm like, whatever. So basically, after he flipped out on my little brother, I flipped out on him, and I was like, dude, one, he didn't touch her fucking seatbelt. I flat out saw her fucking pull on it to lock her own self in. And he's like, don't fucking talk to me, blah, 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 shut the fuck up. And I was like, don't tell me what to fucking do, I'm an adult. And he's like, you know what, I don't want you coming up to the land anymore. You know what, I don't want to come up to the fucking land anymore. And he's like, I'm so glad I'm dropping your ass off first. And so then we get to on my road. I'm literally like the third house on my road. I unbuckle because I'm looking for my green button that has a dinosaur that's like holding a phone going selfie with like a meteor in the back of it. And I couldn't find it anywhere and it fell out in the car. And he's freaking the fuck out. He's like, buckle your ass up right the fuck now. No one unbuckles until this car fucking stops. And I was like, yeah, fuck you. And so I buckled up for 3 seconds. And then when, like, we weren't stopped, I was like, you know what? I don't care. I'm unbuckling. And he's like, you fucking dumb bitch. I'm gonna punch you in the fucking face. That's it. You're going down. I was like, really? My phone is currently on my hand. All I have to do is press the emergency button and it calls 911 right away. So, do I really need to explain anything further? And he's like, no, just get the shit out of my fucking car. And I was like, I am looking for something. You can hold your fucking horses. And he's like, get the fucking shit out of my goddamn car, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, you know what? Shut the fuck up and calm down. And so what does he do? He chucks my army bag with my laptop, my GameCube, and my Xbox. All 3 things in one bag into the grass. Full on chucks it. I'm glad all of them still work. And so, I'm like sitting there like, okay, whatever. And he chucks my like other bag that I had that just had clothes in it. And then I had my red bag that I bring everywhere that has my like right away important shit. And I was looking for the button that goes on my bag. And he's like, will you get the fuck out of my car yet? And I was like, no, I'm looking for something. And he's like, what the fuck are you looking for? And I was like, I'm looking for a goddamn green button that says selfie. Why the fuck do you care? It's got a dinosaur on it. And he's like, I want you the fuck out of my car. And I was like, you know what, Zach? If you find it, please give it back. And he's like, you know what? No. If I find it, I'm going to fucking throw it away. And I was like, you know what? Don't ever fucking talk to me again. And so then I was like walking up to my house.
Fun family trip.
And so he turns around and I flicked him off and he slows down. And he's like, you're such a fucking dumb bitch. Fuck you, fuck this, fuck that. And I'm like, yep, I'm filing a police report. And so I filed a police report on my dad. Yeah.
Fun times. And I was waiting inside when she got home.
Yeah, she was.
So Helen Tripp told me the same story.
She literally met me at the garage door. Like, not the one that goes up, but like the one that's like inside that leads into my house. And she's like, oh, I thought I got to meet your family.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
you don't want to.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I thought I could meet everyone. She's like, you don't want to. Trust me.
I came home and I was about to rip some heads off. I was like, oh, I was pissed. I was not a happy camper.
Literally.
So, that's story time with Lauren.
Woo!
I think mine was kind of worse. It just didn't have to do with being used for money.
Yeah. Damn people.
Damn people.
Anyways, yeah, so comment about our story time. Tell us if you like it. We have a lot more stories if you want to hear them.
Yes.
And
I have stories beyond stories.
Yeah, stories of the Wahooza. Ha! Just kidding. Anyways. So like, give us comments, give us something to do. Give us something to do. Yes. Okay.
Subscribe.
Yes. Love you guys.
Like the screen.
Mwah.
Mwah.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.